Hmm. Hmm. Let me be dead ass here. I wasn't planning to make part 2 today. Like, at all. I was planning to do what if Deku had vibration manipulation so I could just finish it off and then move on to my other what ifs, but I just wake up this morning, go on my computer, go on YouTube, check on my account, check on the video, and like I'm talking about part 1, and then I check the comments and I see a whole lot of add midnight to the ship, part 2. I'm like, shit, oh damn. So I guess I'm gonna have to do part 2 and then move on to vibration manipulation. Cause the only part, cause where I finished off on that one was the sports festival. Then I gotta get over with the training camp arc, no, Stain arc, training camp arc, and then body the All Might and All for One fight. I'm gonna be dead ass here. Like before we start, this is for the future, for like any future, like if there's anybody in the future that wants to ask me this question, like if there's gonna be anyone new, alright, please tell them in the comments to go on this video specifically, cause like, alright, in the future, if anyone ever asks me what my favorite My Hero Academia character is, I'm gonna be dead ass here. It's not Bakugo, not Deku, not All Might. Quite honestly, it's Aizawa. I know, right? Aizawa? How? Is it because he's fun? No, no, I'm a boy. I'm not gay. I'm not bi. I don't have a problem with you being bi or gay. I actually have a lot of friends that are gay, that are bi. Hold on. Alright, sorry about that. That was my brother hitting the door with a hanger to tell me that my mom told me to throw out the trash. Quite honestly, it's not a chore. I barely do it a lot. I don't get paid for it. I really don't care. I just like helping out, and I don't really care. Cause like most of the time, I'm not really doing work. So yeah, my favorite character is Aizawa. Why Aizawa? Because he could body All Might, All for One. You know, you're thinking, how can he body All for One? Oh, I think I explained this before. Just cancel out All for One. That shit's an inventory space that holds all the quirks. No access to All for One, no access to the quirks. He can't use any quirks if he doesn't have his main one, right? Alright then. So, that's where I left off. He was eating with the teachers and shit like that. And he showed the teachers the numbers on his back. And so he also told them what he was counting. I know there was a comment saying atomic second is just 1 second. Yeah, I know that. It's just that I was too lazy. Like, you wanted me to put minutes? Nah, bro. I'm trying to make Deku as OP as possible. I'm too lazy to be thinking about other shit, bro. Like, for real, I'm dead ass. So, I know I could have counted any other thing, but like, honestly, the things that are harder to count are, well, smaller things. So the smaller you go, the more of it there is. Unless you're counting planets, but then again, it's kind of small compared to universes, multiverses, and dimensions, right? So yeah. So Deku, he's finished talking to the teachers as Deku's putting on his clothes. As Aizawa says, Midoriya, where did you get those gloves? As Deku said, oh, these? I actually made them myself. As he says, what? How did you make them yourself? As Deku says, that's actually due to the wish I made. As Aizawa says, what wish did you make? As he says, I can't tell you that, but absolute cancel. It's interesting. Why'd you pick it? As Aizawa said, what the hell? How did you know about that? As Midoriya says, quite honestly, I know everything. Gas manipulation, the ability to turn into any beast and human. Really. And if you haven't noticed, All Might has immortality and super strength. Oh wow, isn't it? And Mike, vibrations in the air, when able to control the vibrations of your voice. It's kind of nice. Similar to Jiro's, but it works with the vocals. I like it. But sadly, it's not like you guys can stop me anyways, as he says, but honestly speaking, let's get back to topic here. Nezu, as Nezu says, yes, as, so, I think we have the sports festival coming up soon. As Nezu says, yes. Why? As Midoriya says, well, can you allow me to bring my gloves since it's not really something that has claws on it? Sure, it was made from dragon scales, that just makes it more durable. And the whole thing about it being from the abyss, it won't really kill anyone unless I order it to. And if it comes off my hand, it will attack my enemies, but there has yet to be a time where I have to do that. As Nezu says, sure, but is there anything else you need? As Midoriya says, yeah. Um, I won't be on UA. I won't be coming to UA for the next 2 months. As Azawa says, but that's all the time we need for. That's all the time until the sports festival. As Deku says, yeah, I know. I need to do some research. As he says, research on what? As he says, well, as one magic circle, as you have, are command circle, the space circle, but here's the thing. I have the star circle, which means I'm able to access the power of the stars. So, imagine how strong these gloves would be if I just add the affinity of neutron stars and regular stars into it. As they're like, as Nezu's thinking, he says, my god, that's too destructive for its own good. As Midoriya says, you're right. But there's also a way to restrict it. Power of the stars. Since the heat's coming from a star, I can cancel it. And plus, my clothes are infused with the dragon scales and the abyss. As they said, wait, really? Is that why your clothes are so durable? As he says, yeah. As Tozawa says, how much pairs do you have? Is that the only one you have? As Midoriya says, oh, definitely not. I actually have around 3,000 to 4,000. As they hear that number, they're like, wait, what? What if you outgrow them? As Midoriya says, they stretch as well. One perk about my ability, it allows me to play with the molecular structure of the human body or any sort of material. If you don't know what the molecular structure is, it's basically how the body is built, which means the bones, the atoms, and stuff like that. So yeah. So Nezu says, wait, do you have the power to control atoms? And Midoriya says, nope, but you're a little close. I won't tell you how close you are, but you're close. As Nezu says, alright, then I'll keep thinking. As Nezu says, very well then, you can stay, you can leave. As Midoriya says, well, thank you. As Midoriya looks at the girls, he looks at Lin and Nana and says, you guys can join the school. As they said, will we die if our number goes down? As Deku says, oh, damn. I don't think that's a possibility. Sure, the abyss could be summoned here by me, but I highly doubt that, well, it'll attack you knowing that, well, you're with me. As they say, oh, alright then. But anyways, Lin, what you're counting is actually perfect for here. Cause what you're counting is how much you help people, right? As Lin said, yeah. As Midoriya says, well, this is a world filled with heroes and villains. It doesn't matter whether you're a hero or villain, you're still helping out, right? As she says, so my number will go up? As he says, yeah, it will. As she says, yay, as Lin says, but what about my customers? As he says, oh, don't worry about that. Nezu, can you set up a shop for her? As Nezu says, sure. As he says, but how old is she? I think Nana in the anime is kind of like 21 or 23. Hold on, let me search that up. Well then, it seems looks can be deceiving. She's 300 years old. Oh, wow. Damn. Oh, that doesn't matter. Oh, wow. Damn, looks can be deceiving, can't they? 300 years old. Let's just age her down. Nah, I'm not gonna age her down. Are you crazy? I'm not aging her down. I don't want to. I know. Oh my god, isn't that being a pedophile meme, Lotus What Is? Oh, yes. The good old pedophile. I don't care. Deku's 18. Mans has the right to date whoever he wants to date. He could date all for one. I'm sorry. But like, isn't All For One like thousands of years old? Like, some shit like that? He's like thousands of years old. You got, like, I think, how much is a generation? Like, 1,000 years, right? I think a generation is either 100 or 1,000 years. So All For One should be between, like, 900 to 9,000 years old. Is this nigga really complaining over Tic Tacs right now? Yo, what the fuck? My little brother is complaining with my mom over Tic Tacs. Nigga going to my mom and like, give me Tic Tacs, head ass. Oh, nah. Oh my god. Oh, he a fiend. Alright then. So, Deku, he leaves UA, and he leaves Nana and Lin in Nezu's care. Why? Because he told Nezu that he won't be exactly on the planet, because he's going to space. Why? Because he will be canceling his ability to, well, breathe, but he'll still be alive, but he'll make it so that he doesn't need, well, air to live. So imagine, Like, so Deku goes into space, and he doesn't go near the sun. Not our sun, to be exact, because their Earth is our Earth, so yeah. So he doesn't go near exactly our sun, because anything he does could possibly destroy the sun. So yeah, but he does do something to the sun. He makes it so that the sun won't explode in the near 20 million future. So yeah. So he stops that, so that when the Earth explodes, this whole solar system doesn't go with it. Talk about a suicide bomber, but as a planet, right? Alright then. So, he goes to a nearby neutron star and a regular star. As he would do it to a yellow giant, but he doesn't feel like doing that. And the reason why I picked the yellow giant is because it's actually bigger than the red giant. Yes, the yellow giant is actually one of the biggest stars in the world, actually. So, Deku, he goes near the neutron star, and he doesn't go for the outer layer, like the crust or the molten layer. No, he goes after the core of the neutron star. And if you haven't known, inside neutron stars, the atoms inside the core have something called strange matter. Strange matter is actually an indestructible material that can destroy anything it comes into contact with. So not only is it indestructible, it's highly dangerous. So yeah. So Deku, he does that, and he's having his fun messing around with it and stuff like that, as he infuses it with his clothes. At first, when he put it on, it hurt him a little bit, but then he was messing around with it and making it so that it wouldn't hurt him, but like it will only be used to protect him, not really hurt the people that come into contact with it, because we can't have Todoroki just punch him Midoriya and then no, arm gets disintegrated and he's armless for the rest of the series now, can we? Yeah, we can't have that. So, I'll probably make this a movie. Yay. Because somebody seemed to have wanted a movie. Your wish is my command, right? Alright then. I think I still have the person's comment. Hold on. Ah, shit. I was on TikTok, sorry. Yes, I have TikTok, but I don't make any. Why? Because I don't even go on social media that much. So, let's find it. Let's find it now, shall we? Da 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 da. You know, I posted this like last night, 19 hours ago, and it already has 2.6 views, the same amount of views as subscribers. Talk about 20 for a whole. I'm joking. Hold on. I am pathetic. Yeah, Katsuki Izuku. He won in a movie. I got you, bro. So, yeah. So, let's do this. Katsuki Izuku, you won in the movie. I got you with the movie. Alright. So, Deku, he's basically messing around with the neutron star, the star itself. And then he sees something odd, basically. Or to be exact, he applied pressure to the core and saw that the core was getting smaller, but the outside layers were getting expanded, like they were getting bigger, which seemed like it was going to explode. Which he was doing that to the star, not the neutron star, because, well, if he did that to the neutron star, it wouldn't end well for the universe. So yeah. We can't have that. We can't have that. Like I said, strange matter, indestructible, and can destroy anything that comes into contact with it. So, neutron star explodes, strange matter goes flying around everywhere. So yeah. Quite honestly, Deku can summon a whole meteor and drop it on Earth, but he doesn't want to do that now, does he? No, he doesn't. So, where should I end this off? I'm gonna be dead ass here. Where I want to end this off is possibly training camp arc. Why training camp arc? Because training camp arc. So I'll try to make this as long as I can. I'll even put in some filler moments. It's not filler events that happen in the anime, but filler events that I'm creating myself. Like I said, since the anime wants to be a little bitch and takes so long to come back, I'm putting in new villains myself. Like new characters, new villains. Same goes with what if Deku was abandoned by fate and destiny. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a redo of that. I already have everything planned out for part 2 of it, but part 1 is hard. Cause, quite honestly, you guys only told me the ships, and I'm asking if you guys want more worlds. I'll be happy to put in more worlds, even though it will get, well, kind of distracting. It's not like a filler thing, but like it's a part of the storyline. Cause remember, would you really be willing to jump into a random ass portal you just see in the forest? I know I would, but I don't know what you would be doing, bro. Cause you probably just look at it and try to run away, but I'm definitely jumping my ass right inside that portal. Whether I go somewhere I'm about to die, whether I go somewhere where there's no water, I can't swim. I'm gonna be dead ass here. Like, when it comes to swimming, I am the definition of a black guy. I am the definition of a person from the hood. Like, I cannot swim at all. I will drown. My ass would jump into that portal thinking it's water and drown. So yeah, to be unable to swim is terrible. Jumping into a portal and see that you're underwater. Oh, how anticlimactic, isn't it? So yeah. Quite honestly, that's not even my worst nightmare. Quite honestly, I don't even dream, so I can't really say I have nightmares. All I see is pitch black. And why is that? That's because my mind is continuously running even when I'm asleep. I'm not talking about thinking about what is, but I am highly aware of my surroundings even in my sleep. So it's kind of hard to fall asleep even when you're asleep. It gets kind of distracting and annoying sometimes. So yeah. So Deku, after a month, after a month of getting his things situated, he decides, you know what? Fuck it, let's go to a black hole. Like deadass. He decides, fuck it, we go into a black hole. He goes to the black hole. He's standing, I'd say, around 100 light years away from the black hole. Why? Because going 50 light years near the black hole would, well, he would get sucked in. Alright, he would get sucked in. I'm gonna be dead ass here. So Zuko is observing it from afar. as he creates an orb of fire and throws it at the black hole, to which he sees it get sucked up immediately. So, what he does, since the world plunderer has magic, Deku, time magic, puts it on a fireball to make it so that the fireball will explode inside the black hole and make time stop inside and outside the black hole. So he throws it into the black hole, the black hole sucks it up, and Deku snaps his finger and time stops. So then Izuku goes close, as you may be wondering, won't he still get sucked in even if time stopped? Alright, I'm gonna be deadass here. No. Why? Because he didn't just stop the movement of the black hole going around, but he also stopped the vacuuming because he stopped the air inside of the black hole. So yeah. So Deku go near the black hole and he's just observing it close up, as he's not planning to touch that fucking black hole. Are you crazy, bro? Like, I would touch a black hole, but like if time stopped the black, if it's a time stop the black hole, yeah, I would touch it, but not for long. Cause like, I'm not sure I'm ready to like stick my hand into that bitch and get sucked in. Cause you're not dying right away once you get inside a black hole. Yeah, you'll die of starvation and hunger and of sanity. But like, yeah. But to be honest, I try to bite my tongue off, but that would be impossible. So yeah. And if you may be wondering why that's impossible, because you'd be turned into cells before you even know it. So it'd be because every part of your body would be separated right when you go inside the black hole. It's basically like you being put into strands, basically. The whole body being put into strands, but instead of, well, strands of spaghetti, it'd be like, what example? Watermelon. No, cantaloupe. Wonderful. Basically. No, not like that. A blender. Yeah. You go inside it, you get cut into millions and millions of little pieces, to the point where you're so small no one can see you. That's basically how you'd be inside of a black hole, unable to do anything off of your own will. So you wouldn't be able to control your body. So, yeah. So Deku decides, you know what? Fuck it. As he uses space magic and surrounds the black hole. He puts that bitch into an orb, puts that shit into a jar, and he resumes time in the black hole. He made it so that the black hole can't suck anything on the outside, but anything that's put inside of that jar will be sucked in. Cause right when Izuku opens the top of the jar, time stops right at the top of the jar. So no air from the outside of the jar will be sucked in, which means no vacuum, unless he wanted it to. So Deku, he put that in spatial magic and he left. Look, it didn't take him even 2 months to do a month to do that. It took him about 2 weeks, alright? And for the rest of the 3 weeks, he just wandered around the planets, just doing shit. He was like bored. And he decided to upgrade his actual, well, ice magic by, if you haven't noticed, going to Pluto. He touched the surface of Pluto and saw that it was really cold, and he used that to upgrade his ice magic. So, yeah. And yes, this character is from Fate. Yes, this person is from Fate. Yes, I forgot the name. I legit had the name in my head. Like right before the video, I had the name in my head, and then I just had a big ass brain fart. Like the biggest brain fart I ever had. Shit was so big, it was bigger than the biggest fart I have ever done. And note to self, I barely fart. I'm not gonna lie, I barely fart. And that's something you should go to the hospital about if you don't know. But I refuse to go to the doctor because I'm still perfectly fine. So yeah. So yeah. So Deku goes back to UA after that 2 months, and it's time for the sports festival. Like, nobody in the class knows where he is. They have not heard anything from him. As everybody's in line getting ready, and they're in the stadium and stuff like that this time, as Nezu, as Hazashi or Mike yells out, the person that will be the representative for the first years will be our very own Izuku Midoriya. As Class 1A said, "What? How? Impossible. He's not even that strong." To which 10 minutes later, Izuku still hasn't appeared, as the crowd are angry and saying, "What the hell, where is he at?" As all of a sudden, somebody from the crowd says, "Guys, look over there." Yes, it's loud, but it's hot in my house, so I have to open the window, which means sound comes in. Shit. Alright, but anyways, as they look up and they see this figure, this beautiful figure right here, this wonderful, beautiful figure right here, just walking down. Mans is walking on condensed air, just walking down. As the teachers are looking at this, they're like, "Yo, is this man's a god?" As Nezun, they're like, "He might as well be a god. I'll worship this man's right here, right now." As Deku, he walks up to the podium, and he says, "This is for me, right?" As Midnight said, "Yeah." As Midoriya walks up to the podium and says, "Well, alright then. Hello there, students of Class 1A, Class 1B, C, and D. I'm gonna make this quick. It's not like you guys are gonna win anyways, but frankly, I don't feel like going all out. So, I only have one thing to say. Do your best, whether you win or lose. It's not entirely your fault. It's due to your experience. You lose, you lose. Suck it up and get stronger. You must learn from your mistakes, and you must not fall down again. You must not fall to that same mistake, alright?" As he says, "Well, that's all I have to say. Bye." To which she just starts walking on condensed air upwards. As everybody's like, "Where is he going?" As Midoriya says, "Don't worry about that." To which Midoriya, he had something secret to do. Like, this man was looking over the whole place. He saw the obstacle course, it was like, "Yo, this is gonna be funny." As it lands on the obstacle course, as they said, "Midoriya, you have to get down." As Midoriya gets down, as Deku stays at the very back. As he stays at the back and everybody starts running, Midoriya, he walks out, as got his hands in his pocket, as Deku, he's just looking. Alright, I'm gonna make something clear. When Deku has the gloves on, the numbers that are on his hands look like this, alright? When he doesn't have the gloves on, the numbers just look black, alright? So it looks like this when he has the gloves on, and it just looks black when he doesn't, alright? I hope you guys know that. So, Nana and Lin are in the crowd cheering for Izuku. Yeah, and Lin decided to help the support course. Yeah, she decided to help the support course with getting equipment, so her number is going up real high. And she could beat any of the heroes in the hero course except for All Might and Deku and Bakugo, and Todoroki, and basically Class 1A, alright, so yeah, so everybody's winning as Bakugo says, "Nerd finally knows he's gonna lose, huh?" As the teachers they don't really care, because they're that Deku's gonna win, as the heroes are talking amongst themselves saying, "Huh? Why isn't he moving?" As All Might, being snarky as hell, says, "See, I knew he was gonna lose." And all of a sudden, Midoriya lifts that right leg up, doing a pro gamer move. I'm not gonna lie, if I had the power of time and space, this would have been the most disrespectful move in my arsenal. The most disrespectful move I would have created. He lifts his foot up, steps, but he's not there. As everybody's looking around for them, but then they look in the stadium, they see Midoriya, as Hazashi says, "Izuku Midoriya is the winner! And in first, as he says, and in first place, Azuku Midoriya. As oh my, it's like what? How? Impossible. When did he get there? As the heroes are like, what? How? As I was like, what the hell? That damn nerd. As Deku, he's just like, as he knows damn well what he was doing, and he did it on purpose, and he did that shit without any remorse whatsoever. Like, I'm telling you this now, if I had the power of time and space, that would be the most disrespectful move I have in my arsenal. I give you a whole lot of time to get to the front, and then I just blitz your ass. Like, if there was ever a race, that would be the most disrespectful move that ever happens. And imagine how it would feel if I had a car. That same shit would be happening too. The first time I put gas on, you're gonna see me at the end. With a bike, first push, I'm at the end. Most disrespectful move in my arsenal. I'm telling you this now. So yeah, Deku, he does that. And, oh, my throat hurts. Let me go get some water. Hold on. Surprisingly, that cookie tastes good. Shit, I gotta get this shit next time when I go to BJ's. Alright, but anyways, after drinking some water and eating a cookie, well, taking a bite out of the cookie, a delicious cookie at that. What's the flavor of that cookie? Let me check. Oh shit, it's a cookie cake. Shit, tastes good. I'm not gonna lie. It's not the one in the box. It's reversed. It's a cookie that tastes like cake. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be hearing a lot of chewing. I feel like I chew weird. But I'm gonna stop for now. So yeah. So Deku, he blitzes them. Bakugo, right when he gets inside in second place, he goes after Deku and says, "Damn it, Deku!" As he tries to throw an explosion, but Midnight, being the all-powerful simp for Deku she is, gasses Bakugo, putting that nigga to sleep for a brief minute. As Bakugo wakes up a minute later and he says, "What happened?" As he remembers, right, and as he goes to charge for Deku again, Midnight, almighty simp slap. Like, deadass though, she slaps the living crap out of him. Like, deadass, she sends this nigga Bakugo flying into the wall. As everybody's like, "What the hell? He's dead." As Bakugo gets out, he's like, "What the hell, Midnight?" As he says, "What did you call me?" As she just looks back at him and like, "What the hell did you call me?" As she is ready to body Bakugo. As Deku just puts his arm on Midnight and says, "Don't worry about it. Just ignore him." As she says, "Okay." Like, she switched up real quick. As the teacher saw this, they were like, "What the hell? Wait a damn minute, are they dating?" As Lin and Nana said, "No, that's our," as Lin and Nana yell out, saying, "No, that's our man's." As Midnight says, "No, he's not. He's ours, not just yours." As Deku hears this and he smirks and says, as he laughs a little bit. As Nana and Lin catch that and they're like, "What the hell? Did he just chuckle? He never chuckles or laughs. My god, is so handsome." As they just have hearts in their eyes. So, yeah. So, Deku, he's basically minding his own business. And now it's time for the Cavalry battle. As everybody looks at Deku with hateful eyes. Mostly Class 1A, cause, well, like I said, they hate him. As Deku, he doesn't even take notice to this. Why? Because their presence is so weak, he doesn't even notice it. As they're like, "Okay, make groups of 4," as May tries to get together with Deku, as Deku says, "Hell no, move, get away from me." Like, deadass, he straightforward says it. "No, I'm good. I don't need a partner." As she says, "Oh, okay." As Deku says, I don't need a teammates because they'll only be a burden. As this man, he just jumps up, without bending his legs whatsoever, and he's just 5 meters in the air now. As he stops there, and no, I'm about to do the body of a lifetime. Deku, he starts floating, and he's sitting in the air. And right when they said go, Bakugo and Todoroki go after Deku. Bakugo, he got stopped by Monoma along the way. Todoroki, he got the headband on Deku's head, or supposedly got the headband, and then he says, haha, I got the headband. As he looks down, as he doesn't see the headband, he's like, what, where is it? As he just hears a voice behind him and says, yo, you missed me. As he looks back and sees Midoriya with the headband, he's like, God damn it, I'll get it back. As he just keeps doing this continuously with Todoroki, he's fucking with Todoroki's head. So he's just fucking with Todoroki. So every time he gets the headband, there's gonna be a version of him behind him with the headband, and the headband's not gonna be in his head. While Deku is on top of Todoroki the whole time. Like, he's on top of Todoroki the whole time. Like, he looks like the same scenery. But like everybody, like Todoroki's whole team are seeing the same thing. As Deku, he just took Todoroki's headband. And Mike saw this and he was like, I'm not gonna interfere with that. Cause he looked like he having fun with him. As Mike says that, and Aizawa chuckles and says, wow, for a person that looks like that, he sure likes to toy with people a lot. As Nezu thinks to himself, yes he does. That's what makes him him, I guess. That's what makes him so great. As right when the cavalry battle is about to end, Deku just so happened to take a 1 point headband. 1 point. A sliver. And put it on Todoroki's neck. And he let Todoroki put that on. And he made it look like a 10,000 headband. Like his whole team was so fooled. And when they're racking up the points, they're looking at the top, they're like Todoroki, he got that snarky ass glare. He like, I won. Denki, he just doing that shit with how niggas be passing their fingers along their nose, like, yeah, like that. And he's like, we won. As they look at the top and they see Deku, as they're like, what? How? Impossible. We have the headband. As they look at the headband, it shows 1. As they look all the way at the bottom and they see their team. As Todoroki yells out, damn it, Midoriya! As Deku, he's just laughing. He's like, no, chuckling. He's like, that's interesting. As Bakugo, he was in second place. He was like, damn it, that nerd, he's purposely putting me in second place. As Deku, he's in his head like, I don't know what he's talking about. Like, Deku, he broke the 4th wall. Deku, let's just pretend he's looking at the camera and he's like, I don't know what he's talking about. He just shrugs his shoulders saying, I don't know what he's talking about, do you? It's his fault for being second place. I didn't set this up. As this is the part where you laugh. Yeah, this is the part where you laugh. Yeah, you're gonna have to laugh for this part. Yeah, I'll just give you a few minutes while you laugh. Okay, moment of laughing is over. Alright, now let's continue. Now it's the 1v1 battles. Oh yeah, first we start off with Shinso and Deku. So I'm not doing the same thing with Uraraka and Bakugo dating like I always do. Why do I always do that? I don't know. Why? Because it's a ship I don't see that would ever happen in My Hero Academia, and I want to infuse it into this, because it's a rare ship that I would ever want to see in My Hero Academia. I hate it so much that I put it into my what if so I can make it suffer. Yes, not only am I betraying Deku, but the ship itself. Oh, what an anticlimactic person I am. Oh. But quite honestly, my 3 favorite ships are obviously Deku X Miracle, Deku X Momo, and Deku X Mina. Let me beat that ass here with y'all. Those are my 3 favorite ships. fourth place comes Deku X Ryuko. I'm be dead ass here. Fifth is Deku X Miss Joke. Why Miss Joke? Because the green hair, alright? And then comes Deku X Su afterwards. Alright? Okay then. So, maybe I should do one where Deku has earth and plant manipulation and make basically the ship everybody with green hair, every female with green hair in My Hero Academia. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Tell me in the comments if you want that. Plant and earth manipulation, and the ships are every girl with green hair, which means class 1B girls, class 1A, shit like that. So yeah, tell me if you want that. That means every girl. That means hero, like Miss Joke. You know, it's sad really that Miss Joke's gonna be the only hero in that ship. Sad, isn't it? Doesn't matter. Alright, so 1v1 fights. Shinsto starts talking trash about Class 1A as Deku, he just looks a straight Shinso deadass in the face and he says, "Bro, I'm gonna be deadass with you. I don't care about the class." As Shinso says, "I got you. Now walk out the ring." As Deku says, "Bro, you good?" As Shinso says, "Walk out the ring." As Deku, he looks back at the camera. "This is where you laugh now. You're about to laugh. This is about to be a part where you laugh." As he says, "Damn, I guess I gotta do what he says." As he puts Shinso in a genjutsu. As he puts him in a genjutsu, making him think that he walked out the ring. As this is so fucked up. I am a terrible person. I'm doing Shinso so dirty. How anticlimactic. Using a power similar to your powers against you. Oh, nah. I mean, like, what do they say? Fight fire with fire, right? That's what I'm doing. So, yeah. So, Deku. See, I'm gonna be deadass. Everyone in the class learned a form of magic. Uraka gravity, Bakugo explosion, Todoroki fire and ice, Momo creation, Eijiro Kirishima, earth, Sero plant due to binding and shit like that. So, yeah. So, somebody wanted, what if Mineta and Deku were kicked out of UA? I'm all about that. And I'm all about making a ship for that one, which is Deku X Mineta. And calm down, because I know you guys are going to be in the comments about, "Oh, you're going to make it seem like he's dating a little kid." No. You got it wrong. Of course, if I'm going to make a ship like that, disgusting ass ship, I'm obviously going to make Deku, him or her grow, right? She's going to grow. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to my boy Deku. Like, bro, you serious? Nah, I'm gonna make her grow. Alright, calm down. I would never disrespect Deku like that. And in all seriousness, I like Mineta. He's a funny dude in the anime. But like, what would be anticlimactic and actually pretty useful, I would actually look forward to it, is if Mineta turned out to be gay or bi, or even trans. I would actually like that. Not gonna lie. I'd like that, because I could see the ship of Deku X Mineta happening. Because if that happens, I could see Deku X Mineta. I mean, like, we already have evidence of Deku X Soon, Deku X Uraka, Deku X Momo, some of Deku X Mina in the anime. We barely see any Deku X Jiro. We only saw that in the movie, Heroes Rising, so, yeah. So, that's the score, as... Like, we already have Deku X Kendo. Kendo always saving Deku and Monoma doing his trash talking, so she always apologizing to Deku first. So, yeah. So, we already saw some of that Deku X May. We even have some gay ships. Some Deku X Bakuho. Some Deku X Kiri. Some Deku X Denki. Yeah, you know the vibes. And the most recent one. Oh, Deku X Todoroki, Deku X Ida. Oh my god, they even have some Deku X Zero. Surprising, right? I know. Oh, and the best one of all, the freakiest. the bottom Deku ship. Deku X Kami, Deku X Toga, Deku X Shigaraki, Deku X Dabi. Oh my god, I could go on and on. And we even got the pedo ships. Deku X Aizawa, Deku X Nomu, Deku X All For One, Deku X All Might, Deku X Endeavor, Deku X you know who, Present Mike, Deku X Midnight, Deku X Mount Lady, oh yeah, and we got the cute bunny girl one, Deku X Miracle, oh my god, size difference, Deku X Mount Lady, oh my god, a 4 and 5 song, Deku X the Wow Wow Pussycats, we have bisexual shit inside that, we have gay, lesbian, oh my god. How wonderful the ships in My Hero Academia are. It's the fandom's fault. They want niggas to die. Y'all just want to see the world burn, don't you? Like the innocent being shipped with adult men. That's the line. No, the line for me was Deku X Bakugo. I'ma be that ass here. That was the straw. After all the girl ships in My Hero Academia, first male one, Deku X Bakugo, that was the straw. Deku X Todoroki passed the straw. Deku and Ida passed the straw. Deku and Sero passed the line, bro. Like, you guys went past that little straw I put on the table. Like, I expected less from you guys. You went over my expectations. You guys left me bewildered, baffled, speechless, unhinged, shooketh, shocked. Cause I don't see what part of making an innocent being an adult men and women feel good, but like I'm cool with Miracle and Deku, cause I don't feel like Miracle would do anything sexual to Deku. I don't even think she'd kiss Deku on the lips. She'd kiss him on the cheek, yeah, even though they're dating, yeah. She'd kiss him on the cheeks. Why? Because he's an innocent being. Yeah, I understand that, but like shit. But like anyways, oh, since we're over with that shit, where was I? Ah, yes. The anticlimactic scene of Deku X Shinso. So, Deku walks out the ring to Shinso's eyes as Shinso is yelling, "Yeah, I won!" As he makes it sound like Midnight says he won, as everybody's in the crowd like, what is he? He can't hear anyone from the crowd or anyone from the outside. As Shinso says, "Alright man, I won." Looks like you listened well. Flick yourself and leaves as he walks out the ring, and you can suddenly hear everything from outside, and it says, Izuku Midori is the winner. As Shinso turns around and says, "What?" As he looks at Deku in the ring, Deku, he's chuckling. He's like, as Midnight, right when she says Deku, when she starts laughing. Oh my god. As Shinso says, "Why are you laughing? I thought I won." As Deku says, "Damn. Shit. Oh, damn. I feel sad for him." Well, that's tough. As Shinzo says, "Weren't you under my mind control?" Deku says, "Ahaha, about that, you were under my mind control. You got it twisted, buddy." Yeah, Shinzo says, "Damn it." As Deku says, "You have the right thing in mind. You have the right mindset. But your mentality is weak. Your mentality is weak. You need to make sure that I got out. Like, I was in physical form. Like, you could have just walked right into me. Deadass, you could have walked right into me. You could have went the same line I went and walked right into me. But no, you didn't do that." As he says, "But still, you tried, and you really need to amp up that body strength. Because if you don't, I'm sadly gonna say this now. Being an underground hero like Aizawa would probably get you clapped." Yeah, that's the easiest way I could say it. Now Uraraka and Bakugo's fight. Uraraka puts pressure on Bakugo, but Bakugo manages to stay up. As Uraraka just keeps on putting pressure on him, as Bakugo, he decides to amp up his numbers. Bakugo, the minimum for him is 50, as he amps it up to 100 and runs to Uraraka and explodes her out of the ring. As next is Todoroki x Deku. Deku, He's gonna be the most disrespectful nigga in existence. He's gonna be the most disrespectful. As he sees Endeavor, he doesn't even let Endeavor speak as he grabs Endeavor as by the hair. He grabs that nigga by the head and drags that nigga out the ring, throws that nigga in the ring, goes to Nezu and says, I want to fight these two niggas. As Nezu says, wait, really? As he says, yes, I want to fight them here and now. As they said, alright. As he looks at President Mike and tell him what happened, as President Mike's like, alright, as President Mike says, well, there seems to be technical difficulties for the moment, but it seems that Izuku Midoriya wants to fight the number 2 hero and his son at the same time. As Endeavor gets up and says, what? As Todoroki says, like, what? How? As Deku says, come on, pussies, come fight me, show me what Papa taught you. As he says that to both of them. As Endeavor, he got depressed real quick. Why? Because if you didn't read the manga spoiler, Endeavor's papa died when he was young. And he loved his papa so much. I feel like the whole reason he became an abuser was not to lose any person he cares about. But sadly, his dumbass made them leave. Oh my god. Imagine how that feels. What the fuck? What did he say? Hold on, wait a minute. Huh? This is the first cookie, apart from a chocolate chip cookie and the Walmart cookies, that I have actually eaten and said taste delicious. I'm gonna do that here because every cookie I ate, oh my fuck. Nah, but out of all seriousness though, my favorite cookies are the ones you be finding in Lunchables. Cause them niggas be finding random ass, good ass cookies that you could put inside Lunchables. They be putting that nice ass snacks. So yeah. So like, tell me, when y'all niggas was in elementary school, what was your favorite snack to bring to school? Mine was Lunchables. Shit. It had to be Lunchable. I came to school with Lunchables, chowed down on them shits, them cookies be busting too. So yeah. So, I'm gonna be deadass with y'all. There was not a day in my life that I ever, and I mean not a day in my life, have I ever eaten the corn, the macaroni, and cheese from my school. What I mostly ate was the pizza, because that was the only thing good in the school. Apart from like, what was that shit called? What was that shit? The chili, yeah. The chili. Apart from the chili, like, that shit was the only thing that was good. Like, I never ate anything else other than the apples. And I never ate the oranges either. I know, never eaten the oranges. That's because I don't like oranges. Whether it's eating an orange or drinking orange juice, right after I'm done, I'm gonna have to spit. Like, that's like a whole side effect. So, yeah. So, Endeavor got depressed. Todoroki got pissed because he's comparing him to his pops. And Todoroki just shoots ice at him as Endeavor shoots fire at him. And Endeavor sees that Todoroki's ice is stronger than his fire. And he's like, what the hell? What training did he go to while he was gone? As the two attacks hit Midoriya. As you just see a massive explosion. As Endeavor and Shoto, thinking they went about to walk off the stage, as Midoriya all of a sudden says, where are the two of you going? As they just hear the voice, as their eyes are shocked before they step out, and they're like, what the hell? I thought... Midoriya says, why are you walking away? As they look at his clothes, and he's unscathed. There's not even a scratch on him. As during this time, in every fight that Deku had, that silkworm moth, this one, it has been yelling, saying, please don't hurt him. I don't want to die. As Deku says, don't worry, it's not you hurt me. As the two says, god damn it, we're gonna win. As Deku says, alright then, try to beat me. As Todoroki is using his ices, Endeavor keeps telling him use the fire, as Todoroki refuses. As Deku says, buddy, I'm gonna be dead ass here. As he looks at Todoroki and he's like, if you don't use your fire, I'm going to summon the abyss and I'm going to make it drag you in there. As Todoroki, he hears what Deku's gonna do, and he's like, shit, the abyss? Hell no. As he just unconsciously activates his fire and says, hell no, I'm never going into that place. As he's shooting at fire at Midoriya, as Endeavor sees the fire is stronger than his as well, and he's like, what the hell type of training did he go through? As he's just throwing ice, fire, as Endeavor's doing the same, except for with no ice, but like shit, as Midoriya, he's not even dodging them, he's tanking them. He is tanking the attacks. He is tanking their attacks. He tanks their attacks each. He is tanking every attack that comes near him. As that battle lasts for 10 minutes straight of Deku just taking attacks. And then once they get tired, Deku's like, okay, I'm bored now. I guess it's time for you guys to leave. As Deku, he just forms a circle at the side with his hand. And it's just a fire and ice circle as he just waves his hand right in front of them. And a whole flood of ice and fire just gets shot and envelops them, and they get thrown out of the ring. As they're like, what the hell happened? As All Might's like, what the hell? Impossible. He can't be that strong. As Deku, he beat them, as he said, the winner is Izuku Midoriya. As Midnight is blushing at the whole time, like, he's so strong. I want him to dominate me, like she wants him to dominate her. But it's not gonna be no 18 parts in this, alright? No 18 plus scenes. So yeah. So then it's the Deku x Bakugo fight, as All Might says, as All Might went to All Might went to Bakugo to hype him up, as Deku goes inside the ring and sees All Might's there, and he's like, hey yo, All Might, I wanna fight you too, get down here. As All Might's like, fine. As everybody in the crowd is like, he already beat the number 2 hero and he's going after the number 1? What's his grudge against him? As Bakugo's like, damn nerd, you're not even gonna win. As Deku, he says, we'll see about that. As this is gonna be gruesome. Alright, this is gonna be gruesome. For All Might, not Bakugo. Why All Might? Because remember, All Might has immortality. Bakugo does not have that. Alright, All Might made that wish with his power. All Might wished for super strength and immortality. He didn't really wish for the super strength, but only the immortality. Remember, with knowledge comes power, with experience also comes power, so being many years old will make him drastically stronger. And since he's also counting a lot of things, like his urge to, want his right side to be fixed and wanting to be, stronger again, he got really stronger. Like, his max is about 50,000. So, and Bakugo's is 45,000. As the two, they're warming up, as Deku says, go ahead, as he just sits down, and he's just waiting, as everybody's like, wait, is he giving his opponents time to warm up? And like, isn't he scared of getting robbed? As Deku, he's not scared of getting shit done to him, like, because he knows he's gonna body them. So, hold on. Alright, so after the almighty explosion bitch and the almighty twig have finished their stretching, the almighty twig had to get inside the moon, so he had to, jiggle them hips a little bit. Them shits were out of place, they was out of socket. So Deku, he was like, are you guys ready now? As he got up, as they said, yeah, we're ready. As All Might said it in the most serious tone that he has ever said it, as every hero felt the tension between these two. As Deku just looked at them smiling, while the two of them just looked at him with a hateful glare and anger. As Deku was just smiling. As behind that smile who was a menacingly smiling Midoriya. As Midoriya was ready to kill somebody. You know those smiles where the eyes look like a frown and there's a big ass smile on the face? Yeah, that's basically what's behind Deku's smile. That's the type of smile that's behind Deku's face. So they don't know this, but right as the battle starts, the two charge at Midoriya. Bakugo goes for an explosion to the face since he knows Deku can damn well heal himself, because that's probably one of the wishes he made. As Bakugo, he explodes Deku face. Oh my, punches Deku. He punches Deku. He thinks that he hurt Deku. He made a solid hit as Bakugo smiles and says, "Hell yeah, how do you like that, nerd?" As All Might says, "Yes, how do you like that?" As Midoriya, he smiles after the smoke clears and says, "I don't know. How does your arm feel, All Might?" As All Might says, "What do you mean?" As he looks down and sees his arm is gone, he's like, "What the hell?" As he yells out, as everybody sees All Might's hand is gone. As Bakugo says, "What the hell did you do to him, nerd?" As Deku says, "Oh, nothing. But for now, it's just the two of us." As All Might says, "No, it's just you and me and him." As All Might sees that he can't move. As Deku, he grabs Bakugo by the head and he throws an explosion at him. Yes, explosion magic. As Bakugo says, How are you able to use explosion magic?" As Deku says, "Oh, sweetie, I don't just have space, time, ice, fire. I have every element. What you're seeing is just a small sample of my abilities. Quite honestly, this isn't even the hottest I can go. I have infinites of potential." As Bakugo's like, "Stop lying," as he throws an even bigger explosion in the fire one at Deku's face directly, as everybody says, "Ooh, that's gonna leave a mark." As they just look and see that Deku's face is fine. As Deku's like, that doesn't hurt at all. As Deku, he's perfectly fine. As Deku says, "You're so weak. Come on, put more pressure into it." As they're like, "What the hell?" As he's not hurting Deku whatsoever. Deku's not feeling any pain. As Deku doesn't feel the pain at all. As oh my, he's struggling and he says, "What the hell happened to my arm? What did you do?" As Deku says, "Oh, that arm of yours. Let me tell you something special. The material of the fiber on my clothes, it's not regular. I mean, I have the scales of the shadow dragon infused into it, the abyss infused into it, the sun's heat, or to be exact, something hotter than the sun. The heat of something hotter than the sun. And, and not only that, I also have the heat of a neutron star. And the core. And it also has the quirks that are inside of the core, which are called Strange Quirk. Fun fact, Strange Quirk is highly dangerous to not only a human being, but a universe and possibly a multiverse. It can destroy anything in its path and it's indestructible. So, I guess you can tell what happened to your hand. It was disintegrated by the strange thing, by the strange quirks." As everybody's hearing this, they're like, "That's brutal, kid." As Deku, he just gives one more explosion to Bakugo, and that explosion just sent Bakugo flying into the wall and knocking him out. As he says, "Now it's our turn." As he puts his hand in a position to, like, he's gonna throw a spear, as he throws thin air, as it looks like thin air to everyone, but then it hits All Might's leg, and he's like, as he falls on one knee, and he does it to the other one. And then he does it to All Might's arms as all of a sudden you see things appear. They are spears of light. As everybody is shocked and says, "What the hell? Isn't that murder?" As as Midnight says, "No, it is not, due to All Might's ability." As Deku yells out, "Oh, you want to be mortal, right? Hold on." So yeah, he's beating All Might up, and everybody's thinking, "Isn't that murder?" As Deku yells out, "So you want to be immortal, huh, All Might?" As they hear immortal, as All For One was watching this with the League of Villains, he says, "Immortal, huh? This should be interesting. I should get that power from All Might." As All Might said, "What can you do? I'm immortal." As Deku says, "You want to be immortal? Oh no. Immortality comes at a great risk. I mean, you're about to experience the greatest risk of your life. Immortality comes with many flaws, but one of the greatest is watching the people you love die. For example, you have immortality. Now then, Nana Shimura's death." As everybody's thinking the former number one hero. Huh? What does he have to do with the former number one hero? As All For One's like, "What the hell? What does he mean? How does he know about that? I thought he is younger than that time." As Deku says, "This is gonna be fun." As he snaps his finger and All Might's having a replay of Nana's death. And the words are popping up saying, "You are useless. You're a failure. Why did I choose a successor like you? I wish I never met you, Toshinori. I wish you were stronger. I wish you weren't there when I died. I wish I didn't pass my power on to you." Gran Torino saying the same thing as well. And All Might, he's just crying and yelling as he's getting stabbed. And everybody thinks it's from the stab, but no. It's from what he's seeing. Deku's stabbing him with spears in the back continuously. As Deku says, "Alright, I guess it's done." As he kicks All Might out of the ring. As everybody just sees a skewered All Might. And they're horrified. As Deku says, "Disappear." As the spheres disappear and they see that All Might starts to heal. Except for his arm, they're like, "What the hell? His arm?" As Deku says, "Right. Come back." As the strange matter comes back to Deku's clothes, as All Might's hands heals again. As he snaps his finger and All Might snaps out of it. As he's like, "What the hell did you do and how do you know about that?" As Deku says, "Oh, you don't need to worry about that." As Deku says, "Well, looks like you're no longer the number one hero now, are you?" As All Might says, "What do you mean? You're not even of age to become a hero yet." And Deku says, Yeah, sure. Believe what you want." As now, we cut to when Deku gets inside. Deku gets inside to get out as they're leading the places. Midnight says Izuku Midoriya number 1, Katsuki Bakugo number 2, as Shoujo Todoroki number 3. As Deku, he looks down at Todoroki and he looks down at Bakugo, sorry, not Todoroki. He looks down at Bakugo and says, "Man, you really like to be number 2, don't you?" As Bakugo, he's in a full body cast except for his hand. Bakugo is yelling, saying, "I'm not number 2. I will beat you anytime, anywhere." As Deku says, "Yeah, sure. I'd like to see that happen." The likelihood of that happening is 0. As Deku, All Might is trying to give everyone their medals as he goes up to Deku and hands it to him with the look of disgust and anger. As Deku, he goes up to All Might and slaps him and says, he slaps him on the phone and says, "Why are you looking at me like that?" As you hear the T-Rag music playing. Alrighty then, let's hit that. Alright then, hold on. Through music, if you hear any sounds, ignore the sounds, just listen to the music. That's what you hear, basically.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't want to make an offering. Who said I didn't? Sir, listen, it's okay if you can't didn't make an offering. I was just in my pockets. What are you even talking about? Like, I don't understand what you're... Let me talk to you.
Honey, what is your problem?
Come find out, Gray.
Whoa, what did he say? Excuse me? This boy's a demon
Young
inside.
man, you need Jesus. I can help you beat him.
Whoa, what did you just say to me?
Get him out of here. Somebody get the usher over here. Yeah, get the usher. I want to talk to him. I want to start...
Alright, so yeah, that's what it sounds like as he asks all my questions, as All Might is denying all of them. As the heroes just see All Might getting interrogated. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? They just hear the music, they're like, where the fuck is that music coming from too? As Deku, he beats All Might right in front of everybody and then leaves. And that's where I'm going to be leaving it off. I know I was going to leave it at the training camp park, but my phone is at 10%. 10%, guys. So I'm gonna have to leave it off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. It has been Lotus with this out. Bye, my little stars.